You know, as a father of two teenagers, I find myself a lot of times dropping my kids off right before they leave to go out of the car. One of the things that I always say to my kids is, remember who you are, remember whose you are, wanting them to understand that they're really not being sent out into a school, but they're really being sent out into a mission field. And you take that challenge from a dad to his teenage son and his teenage daughter, and then you up the ante even more when a college student comes here at Liberty University and begins to understand that God hasn't just brought them here to be educated. God hasn't just brought them here to get a degree, but God has brought them here to be on mission. And you really get excited, right, when you realize that here at Liberty University, we are not just training up tomorrow's leaders, but today, people all over our city are being led to Christ through after-school tutoring, through ESL, English Second Language classes, through mentorships, and all kinds of volunteer work through CSER. And so our school years are designed, our semesters are actually designed here at Liberty University to not just be a moment where we're pouring into you as a student through education, but that you're also pouring into the city that God has placed you in, Lynchburg, through mission and ministry. That said, at the end of a semester, the weird part of that is that you get to take a break from the educational component of that. You get to take a break, you get to have an off-ramp from that moment, that season of having a textbook and having tests and having class after class after class that you have to show up at and listen and take notes for. And so if we're not careful, we begin to tie the two things together. If we're not careful, we begin to have this lie kind of just brought into our minds that just because we take a break from school in the summer, that also means that we get to take a break from mission in the summer. A lot of churches see summer months as the months where their attendance drops in the local context that you belong into. They see a lot of families gone to everything from the lake house to family vacations to all kinds of different things. Most churches actually look at those summer months as their slimmest tithing months, where they see those months where a lot of people in their church take their foot off the pedal. But the beauty of that is, for you as a college student, you're actually coming in. So most people have been there for 9 months, and now they're gone for a few months, and you've been gone for 9 months, and now you're there for a few months. And so as you come home, what a beautiful moment that is for you to roll up your sleeves and say, now I'm home for the summer, and just because I'm off at college, that doesn't mean I'm off for ministry. Now in my local church back home, I'm going to sign up for childcare. I'm going to sign up to be that volunteer, to be a part of the worship team. I'm going to sign up and be a part of the hospitality group. I'm going to be a greeter at the front door. I'm going to meet people in the parking lot and welcome them to come to church. I'm going to go and be an intern, maybe even a free one, a volunteer one for a pastor or the children's minister. I'm going to sign up to go and be a chaperone at children's camp or a volunteer for youth night on Wednesday nights. And so my challenge to you is to not say the summer is when I stop doing what I normally do as a college student. Yes, you stop taking classes. Yes, in one sense, you stop having to show up in a schedule and you're not coming to Convo 3 times a week, but you have even more opportunity to be on mission, more opportunity to get involved in a local church. Now, a part of what I'm saying to you is really driven out of the heart of a pastor, because I was the pastor of a local church. And as much as I saw in Birmingham, Alabama, for example, a lot of our Sanford students go home for summer, I also saw a lot of our other place students come home for summer. And it was great to see them step into the gap of what some of our college leadership students that were gone were leaving absent. And so my challenge to you is, man, seize the opportunity this summer to be involved in a local church. If you're asking, well, how do I begin? Ask by asking that question. If you were to initiate the conversation and say to them, I've got some time, I'm home for the summer, and I would love to come to church, not so much with the bib on saying feed me, but with the apron on saying how do I feed? How do I serve? And so you really are going to be an answer to prayer for that very person who's right now sweating it a little bit and saying, what happens in the summer when a lot of my families are gone? Some of my leadership and volunteers and workforce are gone. And you step in and say, but now, for a few months, I'm here to be a part of that army that you've been praying for.